It is absolutely very unfortunate that some of these European leaders are playing God. They've been there for the past 2 years, threatening brimstone and fire, supplying weapons to Ukraine, and Ukraine is not winning. Now the United States president has called a meeting with Putin and then with Zelensky that the European leaders foolishly attended without invitation. And after that, they are going about threatening brimstone and fire. Listen to this. I'll be back.
Sides which are fighting each other. But here there are many players. You had 8 world leaders in the White House today. And that could be a problem. Putin says he is ready to settle this at the table. Zelensky says he wants to meet Putin. Trump has always preferred a negotiated settlement. So who exactly is blocking a deal? Could it be Europe? They don't seem to be negotiating in good faith. Most of them do not trust Putin. They don't think he wants peace.
For my part, I have the greatest doubts about the reality of a desire for peace on the part of the Russian president, because as long as he thinks he can win through war, he will do so.
But now we must remember that Putin is rarely to be trusted. So now it remains to be seen whether he has the courage to come to this type of meeting. Does he have the courage to come to a trilateral meeting, or is he once again playing for time?
Macron went a step ahead. He called Putin a predator at Europe's gates. Now, this attitude is problematic. No one is saying you have to trust Putin 100%, but if you enter negotiations, you need some amount of trust.
Have you heard them? Where Donald Trump is trying to bring about peace, they are trying to spoil everything. They want to put boots on the ground. They are going about talking about security arrangement. The same security arrangement that Russia said they don't want. Russia said they don't want NATO boots on the ground in Ukraine. That is even part of why the war started in the first place. Now you say you want to put boots on the ground. Making an arrangement with that involving Russia. If peace fails, it is not on the doorstep of Putin. It is on the doorstep of the European leaders and Ukrainian President Zelensky, who is foolishly being led by the nose, who can't talk and think for himself, and is busy killing his people, destroying his country. He has nothing to lose because none of his sons and daughters are in the war front fighting. Because if he had sent any of his children to the war front and they have been killed in the war front, he would have come back to his senses and knows that those that are being killed in the war front are human beings. Maybe he thinks they are animals. And that's why he's insisting on killing everybody in Ukraine, except himself. Then after that, he will run away to any of these European countries and take asylum there. The President, Donald Trump, has told them in uncertain terms that Ukraine is a war power and a vast country. Listen to the President, Donald Trump.
Mr. President, did y'all discuss any land swaps yesterday? Because we've talked a lot about the Donbass region. And what was the feeling in the room? What did the other leaders say about this?
Well, they understand. Look, everybody can play cute. And Russia is a powerful military nation, you know, whether people like it or not. It's a powerful nation. It's a much bigger nation. It's not a war that should have been started. You don't do that. You don't take on a nation that's 10 times your size. And, you know, military experts look, if it wasn't for the greatest military equipment, we make the greatest military equipment in the world, and we gave them, you know what?
Have you heard that? Donald Trump knows that. And that is why the reception he accorded to President Putin, he has never accorded it to any of these European leaders that are busy gallivanting up and down, making noise. Their only interest is in the mineral resources of Ukraine. Like the French president that is talking, saying something contrary to peace initiative. He has lost everywhere that the French have foothold in Africa. They have been driven out of Africa. So France is almost bankrupt right now. France is almost bankrupt. So they are looking for a hub to patron. And the next hub is Ukraine, so that they can make the mineral resources of Ukraine. A country that was blessed by God, rich in agricultural resources and mineral resources, has been razed to the floor. The country is now desolate, ruined, because of the lack of wisdom of its leaders. There is a time you will fight, and you know that the person that you are fighting is bigger than you. You